couple interfaces you can use in this game in order to hit, but I'm about to show you the best one that you can use and some tips about how to use it and all that stuff. Like all the top players in the game, like Cardinal Bird 5, I'm Gone, Pitching Rebel, they're all using this interface. So what I thought I would do for you guys is bring a batting practice tutorial on how to use this interface. And this interface is zone hitting, and then you set your PCI or plate coverage indicator to the wedge setting. Now I have a video on like hitting tips and kind of the baseball side of hitting tips, which I'll put in the comments below that you guys can go and check out. But I felt like this was important to kind of do a tutorial on how to use the advanced kind of pro level of hitting in this game and the interface that you should use. So let's go into batting practice here. And I'm going to go and select Bryce Harper to hit with, because I think I hit with him the best. And then we'll go and get, we'll go and hit off with somebody on like Storm Chasers. And I want to make sure we get a right-handed pitcher. We'll go against, I don't know who's got better control. We gotta look at his EV per 9. Go with Felix Villanueva. We hit off of him. Then we'll head to the K. So basically, this is the best hitting interface that you can use, and you want to use the strike zone camera. It gives you the most zoomed in view to use this, and you're going to be wanting to use square to hit with power, and you want to use square with pretty much any player that you have. But let me hit start here in a second, and I'll show you, like, I'll put up a visual of basically like everything that's going on with what I'm talking about, so you can get set up that way. Actually, we'll go through some of this stuff that's on the screen. Batter's hot and cold zones. Hot zones indicate a batter's strength in his strike zone. Cold zones indicate a batter's weaknesses. Pretty self-explanatory there. If you have a red zone, you're going to be hitting the ball a lot better than a blue zone. So that's pretty self-explanatory there. Now, zone hitting, you use the left stick to aim the plate coverage indicator PCI to the location of the pitch, and you can see that dot in the middle. You want to basically put that dot on the ball. And one of the biggest differences I've noticed in switching over from directional hitting to the zone hitting is you're not really going to influence the pitch that much. Like, you're not going to influence left or right where you want to hit it. You really want to focus on putting that dot in the middle on the ball and tracking the ball, and then putting that dot on there, hitting square with the power swing, and that's how you're going to have the most success. Like, you don't want to be off to the side to push it to the left, or off to the side to pull it type of thing. You want to get the dot right on there and then hit square with your timing. Alright, so let me hit start here if I can. Actually, it's going to make me take a pitch. But usually what I like to do is keep this dot right in the middle, and then I use the square every single time with every player, even on 2 strikes. Maybe with the pitcher I might use X, but a lot of the times I'm probably going to bum with the pitcher, but I'm going to try to hit square here, and we'll be able to get some better timing and stuff like that as far as once the little in-game tutorial's over. But I did want to show you guys the in-game tutorial. So let me show you more of what I'm talking about here with the gameplay options. I'm going to be using the zone, and we'll be hitting on All-Star because that's what Diamond Dynasty's set on. But you want to have your stuff set up to zone, buttons, plate and coverage indicator on, and PCI appearance. It should be the wedge. Okay. So let's go back to what I do with this. Like, what I'm really trying to do here is put that dot on the ball. I keep it centered up at the start, so I can go up and down. So I can go up, I can go down. You might go like this a little bit just to keep your finger loose, your thumb loose, I really should say. And then I kind of watch Bryce's front foot. And when his front foot's like stepping into the ball, it's kind of like how I get my timing down. I still use his front foot. I kind of think about too, like, kind of like the catcher's glove here, like you're in the catcher's position. So it is a little bit more like you're hitting at the batting cage or something like that. So yeah, I like to keep it right in the center. Then I move it as best I can to the dot. It's a little bit more difficult to use, but it really, I think, is the best way because it eliminates you kind of from swinging at bad pitches a lot of the time. It definitely puts the most power behind your swing. Let's see if he can pitch here. Just want to move that dot. Right there would have been perfect. So you want to wait for your pitch. Round it into the double play there. Hopefully I can get a home run or something like that. But a lot of my main baseball tips would be in the other video. I could talk about some of those here. You know, make sure you are swinging at strikes is probably the most important thing in this game. Make sure you're hitting it in this box. That's where you want. That's where you can damage. But I'm just using the power swing, and I'm using this view, and I'm really just trying to dot up the ball. I'm not trying to push or I'm not trying to go too crazy on the stick. It's a nice motion to it. Timing, I want to hit the ball about a foot in front of the plate. And again, it's just important to say that I'm using the square on every single attempt here. That one I should have let go, actually. Hopefully I don't do too bad here. I like starting in the center. If you hit R2, you could always see, like on your second at bat, where they've been pitching you in the past. Kind of set up there, but I like starting in the center. That gives me the best way to adjust. You see what he's got for pitch types: fastball, slider, changeup, curve. All right. I should have crushed that actually. Just keeping my finger loose or my thumb loose here. Throw me a ball here. Yep. A lot of this comes down to, you know, I try to make something happen there when there's nothing there. A lot of this comes down to reaction time, though. You know, how well can you react and practice. So I'm going to be practicing a bunch. There's a bunch in the stream. If you want to check that out, I'm going to stream some Conquest because I think that's the best way to practice on All-Star and Hall of Fame. So I'll be streaming this a bunch. Waiting to get a good pitch here. A little bit different than the pitching tutorial I just put out because I can, I can throw the pitch where I want it. This one I have to rely on the computer a little bit more. It's kind of trying to make something happen. Let's try this again here. I know I can do a lot better than that. Oh no, count. I'm gonna try to work the count here. And as you can see on the low pitches, it's really easy to take pitches outside of the zone. Because if it's not in a good camera spot for you, I mean, like, what I'm trying to say is if it's not in this camera, like, it's probably a ball. You can tell pretty quickly that it's a ball. You're really zoomed in on the pitcher on the mound. That's some good contact there. A lot of times with this camera, like, I like to mentally picture like I'm the catcher holding the glove out, and that kind of helps me determine if it's a ball or a strike. Like if I were to have to move my glove to get the catch, then you can see he's kind of pitching around me there. That was a good at bat. Then you just move it down. And you can really hit the ball well once you start to give me some pitches here. And you'll really start to hit it with a lot more power. Like I'd say when I'm playing Conquest, I get a home run about every 3 innings. I'm gonna get a home run. The top players are obviously probably getting more than that. From this view, you can really put the dot on the ball. It's so much better because a lot of times if someone's pitching, like, someone's pitching to you where they're just painting the corners. And I talk about that in my video, like, the only way you should get beat is if someone's painting the corners, because it's either a ball or it's down the middle, or they paint on the corners, and there's not that much you can do about it, right? Well, with this interface, you really can't. You can hit the ball on the corners. You know what I mean? Like you can move the dot to the corner so you can cover the whole plate and really hit a lot better. Now that I'm working some counts here, I'm getting some better results. Oh sounds kind of crazy, but I actually have the most trouble right now with pitches like right down the middle with this, which sounds insane, but I'm used to like moving it a little bit. Having a pretty bad at bat right here. Get out of play. Swung up over the top of it, and that right there, even in this video I can show you errors I made. Like that was way too much of a dramatic movement of this thing. You don't need to move it very far. You don't want to move it all, just be smooth. If you ever hear your stick going all the way to the side, you probably messed it up. Like it'll make a little, like if you're doing that, it's probably too much. You want to just move it slightly. Another thing I like to keep in mind is all I need to cover is like right in here, not like over here or too low. See if I can finish out this at bat here. Trying to protect with 2 strikes, but you can see how much more power the ball is being hit with. Really didn't get the dot on it. I'd like to there. And the difficulty that you're playing on, and depending on the matchup of the pitcher, your reticle and dot will get bigger. If you're playing on a lower difficulty, obviously it'll be bigger. If you're going up against a better or worse pitcher, it'll be bigger or smaller. I really want to get one right down the middle. Keep my stick neutral so I can get a good hit on one down the middle. Alright, let's have a good at bat here. And what I can see of the player is I can see his front leg. I'm going to kind of use that for timing also. When he steps into the ball. Oh, I just missed it. Way too dramatic of a pull down on the stick there. You just be like right there. I think after these chances are up, I'm going to go and grab a right-handed hitter so I can show you the feedback. We'll see how close I'm getting. And sometimes you might miss, you know, like you might miss, you know, you might have it up here when the ball's down there, that kind of thing. It's definitely possible that could happen. But don't get discouraged about that. It's going to happen throughout the game. What's really good about this is just, like I said, about every 3 innings you should be able to get a home run with it. Because you will get some timings on them where you time it good. And, you know, baseball is a game of failure, you know. If you can get a hit 3 out of every 10 times, you know, you're a success in baseball, you know, you're a 300 hitter. So don't get discouraged if your PCI dot is not on there all the time, and you just want to be getting it on there a couple times an inning, you know what I'm saying? You'll get hits that way. We'll go back into batting practice, so I want to get a right-handed batter. I'll get I'm thinking about buying this card, so I want to check out Giancarlo Stanton, and then maybe I can get an MLB pitcher that I can it's got a good, clean type of motion. A lot of times I practice off of Shelby Miller. Go with I'm gonna go with Jeff Samardzija. That'd be good. I haven't even used this swing very much, but your swing animation still does matter, because you want to think about their swing animation in your head. But it doesn't matter as much with this view, because really all you can see is their front leg. So I hope this goes well, quite honestly. I should have picked a left-handed pitcher. That's okay. Kind of pitching around me. You can see, like, it's so obvious in this camera view that that's a ball. So hopefully Samardzija will throw something back and swing out of here. Get something I can drive. And you can see over there on the left, that's how close I was to hitting it on the dot. I was a little bit late. Swung at one out of the zone. So he's really kind of pitching around me right now. That's how close I was. Oh, swung way over the top of it. And that might happen from time to time. You might be looking for a certain pitch. That can definitely happen. That's a pretty nice play there by Brandon Crawford. I think I dozed a little bit early. I had good there. Just didn't put the dot on it quite like I'd like to. Go get another different hitter. I'm gonna go get somebody that I regularly use that's a right-handed hitter. I'm gonna go get Andrew McCutcheon. Then I'm gonna go get somebody on the Royals or something. Need a left-handed pitcher. So we'll go get Cisco Liriano. Go to the Polo Grounds. And like I said, I'm still practicing this, but these are kind of some of my early ideas, things about how to hit better with this. I'm gonna start it off in the middle. It's just how that was pretty low. Should be able to put some better swings on it here with McCutcheon. So I actually have him on my Diamond Dynasty team. That was actually pretty dang good with the feedback there. When you get your hit speed over 100 miles per hour too, that's when you're starting to hit home runs, and you're gonna get it where you hit it by the infielders and stuff like that. If you can get it up to like 119, like that was actually pretty good right there. I don't know how far that's going to go in the Polo Grounds, but I feel like I hit that a long way. A real long way. Hit speed 110. Getting a lot of greens, getting the dot on there. There we go. That went a long way, man. Might be an inside the park home run. And you can see the power I'm talking about, guys. Nice. 112 on the hit speed. Using the power swing. Oops. Swung in a bad pitch there. starting to get warmed up a little bit. Swinging at balls is a recipe for disaster. Got me on that one. One of the other things is once you first start practicing this with the zone is you don't want to get too swing happy with it. You know, like it can make you feel like you can put the dot on it every single time, but you still want to make sure you're getting good pitches to take pitches. Should have let that go. Really should have let that go because I would have got a good pitch on this one. Be a junk pitch here, but really should have held back. Alright. Top of it, thought it was a fastball. At least in our 9 chances, 10 chances, we got a home run out of it. Couple good smashes. Try it again. Gotta let that go. I'm trying to kind of overswing right now. If I was in an actual game, I'd probably be playing a little bit more selective. It's kind of a mental, man. Just trying to get like a lot of good hits. My timing was good, but I was off there on the dot, as you can see. There we go. 0-2. Let's see if I can get a hit. All these here. May require me not to say very much while I'm doing this, so I can focus. Oh, that was a nice catch by Starling Marte. But I'll take a hit like that. Good line drive, 110, right on the dot. Same thing. We're 3 for 3 here. We are on All-Star and we are pitching. We're going against a gold pitcher here. Better patience. Yeah, that's a home run. So now we're like really getting into the zone here. I just need to go get somebody that I swing with. And Bryce left on left was kind of a little bit more difficult at the start of the video. That's gonna happen from time to time. It's gonna happen. Don't get discouraged or feel like you can't do this. That's for sure. Just keep practicing. It's gonna happen. The main thing for me is, as a directional hitter, is losing the habit of, oh, I gotta hit it up or down or left or right. Like, you just need to make sure all you want to think about is putting this dot on the ball. This is going real well. Now. Probably gonna get out on that one. Swung up over the top of it. And after this video, guys, I will be streaming Conquest for a little while. Watch me, oh shoot. Dude, you watch me practice. I'm definitely trying to practice this as much as possible. Be sure to go check out that new pitching video that came out today on how to use the analog pitching, because it's definitely the best way. It's what all the top players are using as well. So this has been a pretty good round. I feel like I'm almost hitting like 500 with a lot of like good solid hits. That's a pop out, but still got good solid contact there. Still gave myself a chance, you know, to hit it well. As you can see, McCutcheon is happy. So guys, if you like this video, please drop a like in this video if it helped you out. Please subscribe to the channel for more MLB The Show content. I'd really appreciate it. It would mean a lot to me. And guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm ready to go hop on the Conquest stream. I will put the link to my other hitting tips video. Kind of give you some baseball basics and core game mechanic basics type of thing. I'll put that in the comments of this video. And I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and to everybody out there that's been subscribing, thank you so much. MLB The Show tips, Cardinal Bird, Carl Dude, thank you for showing me some support today with kind of the questions, answering a very important question I had. And be sure to follow me on Twitter, guys, at m9v13.com, or search Movie Gaming TV on Twitter and give me a follow, because sometimes now that the channel's growing a little bit, it's getting tougher for me to see the notifications of people's questions in real time. So if you give me a follow on Twitter, and then you you put me, tweet at m9v13 and then send me a tweet or follow me, I might be able to get your question even faster. I'm trying to get quick turnaround on your guys' questions. Like if you post something, post a comment, I'm trying to get a turnaround to you within at least a couple hours type of thing, depending on what I'm doing. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, it's always a long outro, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.